Remember those perfect square trinomials? Well, here they are again. This time we're going to give you the perfect square trinomials. You're going to go backwards and find the binomial squared. So you're going to find out which binomial times itself is equal to this perfect square trinomial. So perfect square trinomials, remember, they've got that squared first term, that squared last term, and then the middle is the first times the last doubled. The first times the last doubled. Well, 25x squared is a square of 5x. 4 is a square of 2. 5 times 2, 5x times 2 is 10x, doubled is 20x, and it's a positive, therefore we'll have positive 2. And that's our answer. We're just going to write it a little bit nicer, 5x plus 2 quantity squared. Now you can also do this by trial and error. You can say what times itself is 25x squared, and you can try the 5x and the 5x, and then you can say what times itself is positive 4, and you can say 2 and 2, because we want to add to positive 20. We'd have two positive signs. The outer is 10x, the inner is 10x, and that gives us 20x. Therefore, our answer is 5x plus 2 times 5x plus 2, which is the same thing as 5x plus 2 quantity squared, which is what we have right there. Much easier if you can recognize your perfect square trinomials though. So I'm going to tell you that this next one is also a perfect square trinomial. So you can try and do it the way I just did it. And hopefully with practice, you will recognize them without having to be told that they are perfect square trinomials. So go ahead and try that one and press pause, and then of course press play when you're ready to reveal the answer. And our answer is 7x minus 1 quantity squared. Now, just like the perfect square trinomials, we had those difference of squares. Difference of squares, 9x squared minus 25. So if you remember those difference of squares, they came from the product. They are the product of conjugates. So they are the product of conjugates. Because they're squares, we're looking for squares, and then we're looking for the difference of squares. So remember, this has to be a difference, not a sum. Well, 9x squared is a square of 3x. 25 is a square of 5. Therefore, 3x plus 5 times 3x minus 5 multiplies to be 9x squared. So we're doing our difference of squares rule backwards to factor. Okay, you try this one, 81y squared minus 100. And the answer is 9y plus 10 times 9y minus 10. And that is our video showing perfect square trinomials and difference of squares.